Today, we are in one of the fastest growing areas in Southern California in a community that has no HOA, 9 models. They're building a community park and they've got schools coming to the area. What's going on, guys? And welcome to Somewhere in SoCal. My name is Mike Devilak, and on this channel, I show you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal. In today's video, I am in the city of Perris at the brand new master plan community called Park West, where today I am going to show you 3 single-story floor plans by Pulte Homes. Now, keep in mind, there are 4 communities being built here at Park West. There's 3 by Pulte. The one I'm gonna show you today is going to be Botanica. Like I said, that's all 3 single-story floor plans today. There are 9 models here though. So they've got Cypress, which is kind of these bigger ones that you see behind me here, which I'll do another video there. They've also got Sage, which is kind of the upper echelon, bigger price points here. So Pulte's got 3, KB Homes is building one coming in here as well. So it'll be basically 4 communities at Park West between these 2 builders. We are super close to the freeways, to shopping, all kinds of stuff as they're blowing up this whole area. I know Perris, when you look things up, before I moved out here, I saw the same stuff that you guys probably see when you think of Perris. You see the lake, you see bikes going up the lake sometimes and stuff like that. There is a lot of money being dumped into this area. There's about 15 brand new build communities that are being built up. A lot of DR Horton. Pulte is really investing out here. They got these 3 here. They got 3 up at Stratford Place up the road a little bit here. So Pulte alone has 6 communities that are in Perris as they're blowing this area up. There's a brand new Target coming to town. There's a Walmart super center, lots of fast food and restaurants and all kinds of stuff minutes from where we are right now. And as I mentioned, there is no HOA here and they're building an awesome park. So the city of Perris is gonna run the park, but Pulte is actually building it. So that's a couple years down the road, but there's lots of options here as they just had the grand opening. All right. So right now, the houses you're gonna see, they say they're available in December, but I'm just talking to Justin in the office right now. They might be more ready like September, October-ish. So there's opportunity here for, if you're someone who wants to be in something by the holidays or, football season starts, you want to have your nice little spot to watch football games in the fall. This could be the spot for you. As I mentioned, no HOA. The tax rate here is going to be 1.97%, which is basically in line with a lot of the other new build communities in the area, kind of right around that 2% hovering there. That includes special assessments, Melrose, all that sort of stuff. One other thing I want to point out as we dive into these houses today, every single one of these houses that you're going to see out of the 9 that they've got all here, especially the 3 today, those single stories, they are available at other communities that are within 5 to 10 miles of here. So, if Perris is not intriguing to you, these are available at other spots. So these 3 right here, this is the same series that is the Heritage series at Banner Park. So I've done videos at Banner Park. I've actually sold 6 or 7 houses in that brand new community, but these exact floor plans are available there. So just kind of a different, look at the same houses or same models that you can get at another place with kind of different touches and different finishes. And, they're just a little bit cheaper over here. So we're going to have the Parklane, which is one of the biggest single-story floor plans that they've got. My parents actually just bought a Parklane in Banner Park. All right, now keep in mind, they are going to have an Easton, which is bigger than the Parklane, which could be done as a single-story next-gen. That is going to be in the Sage series, which I'll film in another video. All right, but so there's really 4 single-story floor plans in this community, but we got the Parklane, we got the Stella, which is kind of their smallest one, which is still 2,200 square feet for a single-story. Then we got the Verona, which is a really nice one. So as I mentioned, all 3 of these that you see today are going to be available at other communities in the area, especially Banner Park, all right? But price points are amazing because you're going to get something as like the Stella starting in the mid 500s. So really cool price points here on these single stories. So we're going to tour these 3. I'm going to hop on a map and show you guys what it's like to, actually live here. We're school, shopping, medical care, all that sort of stuff to see if this could be your somewhere in SoCal. Now keep in mind, this is a show I post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. So if you'd like to sort of stuff between new houses, new communities, showing you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal, showing you guys grand openings right as these things are opening up. So you're one of the first people to get in on these early phases and get a lot of equity. If you like the stuff, do the stuff, like, subscribe, tap that notification bell. That way you stay up to date on everything going on in the local area. The other thing, if you like anything you see today, make sure you gotta reach out. Whether you come out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whenever. I would love to be your local guide to the area and help you find your somewhere in SoCal, whether it's here or somewhere else. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this tour started and hop into this Verona. All right, so we're gonna kick this thing off with the Verona. Now, as I mentioned on the opening, all 3 floor plans that you see here today are available at other communities as well. This Verona in particular is available at a 55+ community in Menifee, as well as Banner Park, all right? But here at Park West, the Verona is going to be 2,303 square feet. We got 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and this one starts at $574,000. All right, we'll give you a nice little taste of this one on the sidewalk here. So this is like the main sales office right now. So this would be that 2-car garage right here. You got the Spanish style exterior. Kind of just go up and see this one. And then the interesting thing here, let me just open this one up for you guys. All right. Or as we walk in, the interesting thing with this one here is at the other spots, they don't have the option for the 4th bedroom. So it must be something you recently added. So you do have the option for the 4th bedroom here. Anyways, I want to see this nice long hallway right there. I like the texture on the walls there, the paneling or whatever that stuff is. You got a nice long hallway. But anyways, let's start off to the left. We've got 3 bedrooms off to the side over here. So right at the front here, we got bedroom number 1. You got the nice tall ceilings. Feels nice and cool with that fan on. Big window looking up to the front of the house. You got your closet there. So not the most optimal setup for, you know, hanging a TV on here, but pretty good sized secondary room here at the front of the house. All right, next to that, we're gonna have bathroom number 1. So you got the dual sinks right here. Got the drawers, the cabinets, all that good stuff. Nice big mirror. Shower tub combo with that little window letting some light in up there. I do like the black finishes that they've got in here. Right, next to that, we've got bedroom number 2. So bedroom number 2. This one feels a little bit tighter. All right, I do like the decorations there. You got the wood there, not the wood, the birds, the golden birds, golden goose there. This one does have a good spot for a TV, a giant mirror. Pretty sweet. And then you got just kind of room at the foot of the bed here with that little seated area with some shoes and socks on. All right, then over here, we've got bedroom number 3. Now this is the one that kind of has the option. This is in the other Veronas that I've seen, this is kind of a flex room, and I'll explain it as we walk through the other side. All right, but this is a really good sized room here. You guys just look how much space here. Holy smokes. This thing's almost as big as some mat. I'm just gonna go in this little closet here just to kind of show you guys. This thing is humongous. You got this little like seating area over here. Window looking off to the side of the house. So just a really good sized 4th bedroom here. And for the purpose of this video, called bedroom 3, but then there would be a, if this was a flex room, it looks really nice as a flex room, as you'll see in some of the other ones I've done. All right, there'd be a hole in the wall there. So let's just walk around this way and kind of explain that to you. So if we were to walk this way, boom, you like how big here. I want to show you guys all the stuff. The nice flooring here. All right, but what there'd be like a cutout right here, and it's just like a flex room right there, kind of like office, gossipy area normally. Okay, but that's the kind of the other option here. But if we turn to the right, we got our garage access here to the sales office right now, but that's our garage access. And right here, we're gonna have a linen closet. Off of that, we've got our laundry room. I got the hanging cabinets up top there. Washer, dryer hookups. This is the brains of the house. This kind of hook up your Wi-Fi, all kinds of wires and stuff. That way they're not in some random corner of the house like they are in my house. Got that there. Oh, I guess I can show you guys this. Kind of a little entryway. An entryway table or something there off that garage entrance. And then right here we got a little powder room. There's decent size. You got your toilet, your sink, your mirror, all the stuff. And right off of this, we have our coat closet. Coat closet right here. And this is what it is. But we now get to our big open living area. The master view back there on the corner. We'll check that in a second. All right, we get a nice little pan here to show you everything that's going on. So just a really nice setup down here. So we'll start off with the kitchen. All right, loving the extended backswing. That was really cool. And the textured tile there, and embossed or whatever. You got the nice countertops. Loving the black handles and stuff. Nice white fixtures. A really, really good sized island here. Got the 4 seats. Kind of got our designated dining area off this. Oh, that's a cool light fixture. Digging that. Like the art there as well. So you got the area right here for the designated dining area with lots of natural light with these windows, the big sliding glass doors there. Got to the backyard in a second, but this is just a really nice feel to this one. And back here, you still got that extended backsplash with that dark tile. You do have the electric stovetop here. This is our schmancy microwave. All right, so some people get confused and think it's a double oven. That's some more fancy microwave. You got your normal oven right there. and then a really good sized walk-in pantry. There's lots of space in here. I'll even show you even like kind of behind the door a little bit. So lots of space in here. Nice feel with this. I'll officially show you the living room. Nice big area rug there. Coffee table, the L-shaped-ish couch. Really nice open living area, nice and cozy. And then one thing I do want to show you guys is this right here. So they have these, starting to do these more too. This is like a charger that's in the middle of your island, which is super cool. So you can just lay your phone on top of this and it'll charge it like magnetically or whatever. Or you got the wires and all the stuff in there. Hopefully you can see it in the camera, but anyways, super cool. Let's go out and see this backyard. If they'll let us. They won't. Anyway, so you do have the covered patio on this Verona here. You got that there. I'll just give you guys some inspiration out the back. Now these do come as blank canvases, so like yes, this whole area would be cemented in, right? But then off of that, you're kind of just all dirt. Let me get some more feel out this little window off the dining area. Anyways, all right, let's go into the back there and see our master bedroom. Like the accent wall there, kind of matches with the tile and art right here. That's pretty sweet. There's a walk on back here. First, we got our bathroom. All right, so we got our master bathroom. So you got the sink and stuff there. It is his and hers, they're separate. I know some people like that. I'm personally a huge fan of having it separate. So I don't get blamed on messes on my wife's side. You do have the black trim on this walk-in shower, like in that. And then you do have this little linen closet. Now there's probably an option, I've seen this at a lot of the other places, to where you could do a tub and the shower deal here, like a lot of the masters have, where you have the soaking tub and a walk-in shower. I also had some clients buy this one at Banner Park, and they had the sweet, like, upgraded fancy shower that's like almost $20,000 upgrade. So there's lots of options here, typically with the shower. Over here, we're gonna have our throne area. This is a lot of a lot of space here at the foot of the toilet. And then over here, we've got our walk-in closet, and it just wraps around the side over there. I will go ahead and do my spin test for you. All right, we're spinning and spinning and spinning, and we are good. We passed the test. But let's go see this actual bedroom. Walk on over here, and boom, we got the master bedroom. Really good sized room right here. Like that textured wallpaper, kind of the accent wall back here. Cool little touch. Show you guys the details there. It's pretty sweet. So a nice big master bedroom. You got the window looking out to the back. Perfect setup for a TV and everything. Nice little light fixture. So yeah, this is really good sized room here. All right, again, oops. That rips this one up. This one right here was the Verona. All right, as I said, it's available at some other spots too. So if Perris isn't your spot, they got it in a 55+ community, and they've got it at the new Banner Park with some quick move-in options available at both spots. So anyways, this one here was the Verona, 2,303 square feet, 3 to 4 bedrooms, or you can leave that as a flex room right there. You got 2.5 bathrooms. This one starts at $574,000. Next up, we've got their smallest single-story floor plan. This right here is going to be the Stella. Once again, available at a lot of different communities. All right, right here, this one here is going to be 2,191 square feet. You got the option for 3 to 4 bedrooms or a flex room. You've got 2 to 3 bathrooms, and this one starts at $562,000. I'll give you guys a little taste of kind of this one from the outside, though. Different elevation than that Spanish style one. So I'm gonna guess this is an A, a B, and a C elevation when you see them on the sheets here. Like when you look at these sheets, you see elevation A, B, and C. I'm imagining this is the B. Anyways, a nice feel to this one from the outside. Like that little stonework there. Let's go up and see this baby. Come on in, nice little porch entryway here. Right. It's always fun for me when I go in these because they're all, you know, I've been in these a million times and a bunch of different communities, but I always decorate them so differently. So I want to kind of just point out the tile work that's here for the flooring, and also kind of this wood paneling on these big naked walls as we enter. All right, but first let's go to the left. We got bedroom number 1. Pretty good sized secondary room. Feels a little bit bigger than most normally would. Got this window kind of looking out to the front of the house. You kind of got this like pop-in closet thingy, walk-in pop-in closet. pretty good size there. Yeah, just a pretty good size secondary room. The front of the house, the front of the house here. All right. Next to that, we're gonna have bedroom number 2. This one feels a tad smaller, but still kind of just like standard size secondary bedroom. Nice high ceilings here. Spin this guy around for you. Oh, pretty cool setup for the TV, window looking onto the side of the house. And then once again, kind of this like pop-in, walk-in closet thingy. I'd be interested in seeing the measurements here because the way the closets are, it might be the same as the room next door. Just feels a tad smaller. Still definitely a good size. It might just be the orientation, how things are laid out, maybe the color scheme and stuff like that. All right, but next to that, we're gonna have bathroom number 1. All right, so you've got the one sink there, mirror, all the normal stuff, shower tub combo, toilet, all the normal stuff. All right, anyways, we'll walk on down this hallway here. All right, now this is kind of the part where there's the flex room. Now this could be done as a 4th bedroom. All right, I had one of my clients at Banner Park turn this into a 4th bedroom with like a little bathroom kind of on the side over here. So there's options to do that here if you wanted to. We just left the Verona and I mentioned the flex room. So this is kind of what the Verona flex room could look like. It's a little bit bigger with like a cutout on the Verona if you wanted to do that, but this is how it looks kind of set up as the flex room. So they got this, I don't know, an office area, gossip area. I don't know exactly what you would call this. I almost broke this artwork. Leaning up against that to give you guys a better angle. Anyway, so pretty good sized flex room right here. Like I mentioned, this could be turned into another bedroom. All right, then right here we're gonna have an empty closet. I call these the witch closet because only brooms can go in there. There's nothing to hang or anything. So there's a little witch closet right there for your brooms. But across the way over here, all right, you're gonna have your garage access right here to the 2-car garage. Off that, we're gonna have a coat closet kind of right as you enter the house. Right there. And then right here, kind of the same as the other house, the Verona, we've got our laundry room and right as we enter from the garage. So decent sized laundry room right here. Put that little rack up top. That's kind of just like the standard way it would come was this little wood piece here. I get your washer dryer hookups. Yeah, just normal stuff. Anyways, let's go on back further on down to the whole living area here. So we got the great room. So just like the Verona, you got your master back there. We'll check it out in a second. But we've got our living room right here. Pretty good sized living room with that nice area rug. Once again, L-shaped couch, window looking out to the backyard. You guys more of a pan here though. You get the dining area in the back. Kitchen right here. Got the lighter cabinets on this one, kind of match with that bathroom we saw earlier. So nice countertops here. You got the extended backsplash. Really, really nice touch there. Lots of cabinets. We'll go back to the pantry in a second, but really good size island. Once again, you got that little cool charging thing there. The upgraded sink and faucet. Oh, cool little like net thing. So designated dining area right here. Once again, got the area rug to accentuate and define things. Window looking at the back, and we got our slider again. All right, so this one, all 3 of these are gonna come with a covered patio, which is a huge plus. All right, a lot of the other plans you need to go and add on that covered patio, these are included in the price of the house, so there's not like a $15,000, $20,000 adder for getting that. Okay. This one feels very similar to the Verona, just a tad smaller. Tad cheaper. About, what, $12,000, $13,000 cheaper. All right, we got a really nice feel back here. And just the way this goes with the dining area, your whole kitchen setup, and then you got your living room up there. Once again, kind of show you the stock stove situation here. Microwave up top. Let me show you this pantry. All right, so we got our walk-in pantry again, little corner hop-in pantry. Hopefully that's enough space for you. And let's go back and see the master now. Walk on back here. Now you do have the bathroom kind of in the front of this again. The first time I filmed this one, guys, I was on the 55 plus unit and I skipped over the bedrooms. Total brain fart. Anyways, all right, so we've got similar setup here. You got the his and hers sink areas separate. Huge plus in my house. Maybe it isn't yours too. All right, but we've got our walk-in shower right here. I'm gonna believe it's gonna be a similar situation where you can do a different configuration with your shower tub combo there, where you get the shower in the tub and then the walk-in, the soaking tub and then the walk-in shower over here, and probably eats up a little bit of that, and it probably eats up a little bit of closet space, but I can get you guys all the floor plans and stuff if that's something you're interested in. But we do have our throne area right off of that right here. Do your business there. And then we've got our walk-in closet. So Pulte has a lot of these like built-in shelves and stuff, which is awesome. Some of the other builders do like wire rack stuff like up top, and looks a little bit cheaper sometimes, but these guys do a good job with their stock closets. All right, so pretty good size closet here. I will go ahead and spin test it for you, just to show you guys that there's definitely enough space here. All right, let's go see the bedroom now. Actual bedroom. Funnel on back over here. We've got, boom, our master bedroom. All right, so once again, just a really good sized room. Like that paneling that kind of continues from that entryway to the house, that hallway as we entered. Windows looking out the back and the side. A little light fixture there. Overall, just a really nice setup for this room. Good size master here. Kind of the back of the house, kind of secluded, but still close enough to the main living stuff over here. So anyways, this right here was their smallest single story. It was the Stella, 2,191 square feet. You got 3 to 4 bedrooms, depending what you want to do with that flex area. 2 to 3 bathrooms. Once again, you could add one in that flex area there. This one starts at $562,000. So last but not least, we're gonna step into the Parklane. This right here is a huge single story floor plan. We got this one at 2,466 square feet. Has the option to be bigger if you add a little suite there, but we got 3 to 5 bedrooms, 2.5 to 3.5 bathrooms. Comes stock as a 3-car garage with various options there. And this one starts at $590,000. This is just a really nice one. Now this one was kind of at the top of the list for a while over at Banner Park. Still a very favorable one over there with lots of demand. All right, but there was no model in the area, but now we've got 2. So we're kind of getting spoiled here. So it'll be nice to see a different one. But the nice exterior here, but let's go on and see this baby. All right, this one's a little, this is close to my heart. My parents just bought one of these in Banner Park. So I know all about this, this floor plan. All right, so come on in and walk into this baby. So you got the nice hallway entryway as we enter here. A little entryway table. Digging that. Kind of see all the way down there. We'll get into some of the, oh, that's kind of cool. Let's get into some of this other stuff later, but that kind of just caught my eye as I turn there. All right, so let's turn to the left immediately here. All right, and we're gonna have bathroom. We'll start off with bathroom number 1. We got the dual sinks here. I like the gold finishes here, the gold handles, gold faucets, all that stuff. Even in the shower and the towel rack. So you got your normal shower tub combo there. Little light fixtures up top. Pretty cool little setup. There is no window in this bathroom. Someone was talking about that when I filmed one of these before. So no window, but you still have some ventilation, I guess. All right, but right off that, I did skip this little linen closet right off that bathroom. So you got your towels right next to the bathroom. So that's kind of a cool little piece between the 2 rooms here. Anyways, we'll go in here. We got bedroom number 1. Decent sized bedroom. Little cubey things there next to that little couch bed thingy. You got the sliding wooden closet doors here. Plain on the wall there. Not gonna lie, this feels a little tight compared to the other one I've seen. Feels a little tight. I think it's just the way they did the decorations, the furniture. Like this nice big window looking out to the front. I think the propeller's there though. That's kind of cool. All right, so off of that, we're gonna have bedroom number 2. All right, now keep in mind there will be doors here, guys. All right, just people slam fingers. That's it in all my videos. All right, but pretty good sized room here. Like that here, gold trim. Cool stuff. Window looking off to the side over here. Not the most ideal shape of a room for a TV here either. That's something I always point out. But you do have the closet doors there. You maybe put something up top or right there. I don't know. You guys do what you got to do. So we'll walk over here. Now this is where things get a little bit tricky because when we say there's 3 to 5 bedrooms, like those 2 rooms we just saw in that bathroom are all normal. All right. Now this is an added room right here because there is the option to leave it as a flex room right here and have no bedroom back here, but we'll get into that in a second. So for now, this is going to be like the optional bedroom. We'll call it bedroom 3 for the purpose of this. They got it set up as an office. I'll show you that. Decorated the wall there. All right, but they got this bedroom set up as an office. Decent size. All right, kind of tucked away over here. So decent size as a bedroom. The closet doors there. This feels bigger than the other 2 that we just saw. A cool little setup there. I like the 6 mirrors. That's pretty sweet. All right, well, let me go around the corner and kind of show you. So you've seen some of the flex rooms that we saw, or just I guess on the Stella only. All right, so the way it's normally set up is there would be a huge cutout here, like you saw on the Stella, but this flex room is usually it's going to be bigger than that one. So there would be like a little flex room right through this wall right here before you get kind of to the back of the house there. All right, but I want to go this way and kind of show you right here. So this is the garage access right here. So it does come as a 3-car garage. All right, but you do have the option to turn this little thing into an ensuite thing back here. So the way they've got it modeled, this has been converted from a 3-car garage or 2-car tandem into this little extra bedroom and suite type thing. So this is an optional add-on. Keep that in mind, but you do have a, your normal size bedroom right here, window looking off to the side, and then you got the bathroom attached to it. So you got the normal shower tub combo thing. Now you could do kind of just the walk-in shower, flash shower doors if you wanted to, totally up to you. Got your normal stuff there, and then you got your closet next to that. I'm on top of it, guys. Right now, as I'm filming this, DR Horton just let me know new houses come into Escondido. I'll be going down to San Diego, North County here soon to film some of that stuff. All right, I'm on top of all the new builds. All right, anyway, so we got the light fixture up there, everything on the side. So again, this could be the 3-car garage, or you add this. I know at Banner Park, this is about a $20,000-ish add-on to convert the 3-car garage into this. So just keep that in mind. All right, but then, so yeah, we got the garage access here. And then right across from that, we're gonna have our laundry area. We got the floating cabinets up top there. You've got our washer dryer hookups. And then they did add the utility sink on this one. So you have a little folding counter, the shelves, cabinets, and the sink next to the brains of our house. Ready? And so let's go on further back now. Show you guys a little bit more. All right, before we get to the other stuff, there's another little hallway here. So we're gonna have linen closet right off of this powder room. So your powder room right here, little half bathroom. Once again, you got the gold finishes there, the toilet paper holder, the faucets, liking that gray. Got the gold on the vanity lights up there. But anyways, let's go venture into kind of just the showstopper. This whole house is just this whole great room living area. It is massive, guys. So big. Got that sunroom, little dining area in the back. Huge island right here for the kitchen. So we'll start with the kitchen. I like that countertop. Got that gray color still, kind of matches some of the other parts of the house. All right, once again, we got our little handy dandy phone charger outlet thingy. Love, oh, those lights are sweet. That's a really cool touch. I like that. So you got the island that's big enough for 4 there. This is awesome. So tons of upgrades in this house. You have the extended backsplash here. This is spectacular. Really loving this house, the layout of this floor plan. And then over here, we're gonna have our pop-in pantry. Yeah, just a nice, just chill here, have people over. You got people at the island, the living room, this dining area over here. All right, we'll check out the master in a second. Oh yeah, accent wall there. This is, guys, this is just, whew. This does it for me. I really like this. I'm excited for my parents to get this house, to build this one out. So, all right, so we do have the sliders here. Now there's an option to do like double sliders here and over here. All right, so you have, more natural light, more easy access to the backyard. Oh, I get to go out here. All right, cool. So we got the covered patio here. So the other two we saw, the covered patio is kind of right in the middle of everything. This is kind of in the back corner. All right, so if you got one that was big enough for a pool, do you have a pool inside the house or that way? Totally up to you. But you got the covered patio here, which is an absolute must in my opinion. All right, and we got our living room. Ooh, the ghosts. Living room set up here. Like this little table at the back of it. Pretty sweet, but that's just a massive living room. Humongous. More cool light fixtures. Like the way they decorated this wall too with these shelf thingies. Pretty sweet. Huge fan of everything that they're doing at this house. Super cool setup. All right, anyways, let's go back and see the master now. Nice little way to decorate the walls there. But boom, here we are. Master bedroom. All right, so pretty good sized room. Not as much room at the foot of the bed as maybe some of the other ones. So the room might feel a little bit smaller than the other masters that we saw. All right, but your living room area is way bigger. You get the nice paneling, little accent wall there, and that textured wallpaper. Nice window looking out to the back there. You see the little KB sign. KB's building their stuff right across the way. All right, but we got a cool setup for TV there. We'll spin this thing on over, and we've got our master bathroom. A nice long countertop. This one's not, separate, isn't hers as far as like two individual stations. So you do have to stand next to each other when you're brushing your teeth, doing all that kind of stuff. Once you get the gold faucets and handles and everything. Countertops match the kitchen. Really nice feel there. All right, then we've got our walk-in shower here. I was going to do the tub test today, but none of these models have a tub. All right, now you do have the option to add a tub here. All right, it'll eat up a little bit of the throne area, or maybe even a little bit of that closet there. Depends how they do it. Each community does things a little bit differently sometimes. Like your throne area there. I skipped over this linen closet. I'll show you so you believe me. Linen closet, or you can turn this into like a bath and a soaking tub walk-in shower deal. All right, then back here we're gonna have our closet, walk-in closet here. We got your built-in shelving right there, racks, places to hang, pretty much everything you need there. I will go ahead and do my little spinny test for you. Boom, we're spinning. I almost hit the door because it was open, but we got lots of space in here. All right, so this right here was the Parklane, is the Parklane. All right, we got 2,466 square feet. It does creep north of 2,600 square feet if you do decide to get rid of that, a third car garage and add the little ensuite, studio room back there. All right, about 2,466 square feet, 3 to 5 bedrooms, 2.5 to 3.5 baths, and then you got the option for that 2-car or 3-car garage. This one starts at $590,000. Alrighty guys, so next up, I'm gonna do what I always do. I'm gonna hop on the map and show you guys what it's like to actually live here. We'll go over school, shopping, medical care, all that sort of stuff. So anyways, let's go ahead and dive into the computer. Alrighty, so where the heck are we? So we're at Botanica at Park West, all right, in the city of Perris. Right here, you'll see we're north of Menifee, northwest of Winchester, south of Moreno Valley, kind of really close to the March Air Force Base. And you'll see right here, we got Lake Perris just north of us here, so really good access to this 215 freeway. Anyways, let's kind of just zoom in and kind of show you what is what around here. So you'll see this big giant piece of land as I kind of zoom in here. This is Park West. This is where we're going to have the 3 communities with Pulte. There's also the KB community Park West going in, and that big giant park, that sports park that they're putting in here. So lots of stuff going in this general area. But let me just start off by talking, I guess, a little bit about the shopping and bringing that up. So you see that In-N-Out Burger right there, but that's kind of like the main shopping center. So let me just go to In-N-Out Perris to show you guys how close we are to the shopping. So about a 7-minute drive, I guess 8 minutes if we do it that way. All right, down to the shopping center here. That's, In-N-Out, Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's. There's a whole bunch of stuff in this general area here. You got the Walmart Super Center. There's a Burger King, Planet Fitness, the movie theater. So pretty much everything you need is going to be right in this area, right there, about 7 minutes away. You got a Stater Brothers for groceries, gas stations. So everything, just a few minutes away. And then this is also where you're going to access the 215 freeway if you're someone who needs to commute. So pretty much everything you need shopping wise right there. You'll see an Aldi up there. They're also building a Target in this general area. You got Cardenas Markets there. So as I mentioned, everything you need just a few minutes away. There's even McDonald's and some other stuff in this shopping center up over here. So car wash, everything. All right. So, and I mean everything. All right. I will go ahead and kind of just show you where the mall is in Temecula, Promenade Temecula. If you want to go to that general mall area, that is about a 30-minute drive south down that 215 freeway to the mall there in Temecula. So kind of on the further side of things. You want to go to Pechanga down at the casino, about 36 minutes to get down to there, where you can have golf, food, gambling, of course, all kinds of stuff there. And then Old Town Temecula, the mom and pop shops and kind of those, breweries and not the big chain restaurants and stuff like that. You're about 30 minutes there, so that's a really good spot for like a night out in the town and stuff like that. One thing I wanted to show you guys real quickly, I saw this when I was zooming in there. Casa Jimenez in Perris. Where are we at? It's on Florida. I think it's on Florida. Could be wrong. Wrong way. Casa Jimenez, Wilkerson. There we go. Maybe that's the one. All right, this is when we first moved out here, guys. Like, I love Mexican food. I'm just like a white dude, but I love Mexican food. For like a year plus, we couldn't find a good spot. Casa Jimenez is the spot. All right, really good vibe in there in this restaurant. So this is really close to where we are here as well. Kind of just 8 minutes from this Park West community. I highly recommend it, and this is like the good one. There's a few others in the area. This, to me, I don't know if it's the original, but it feels like it would be the original. They got a cool bar, good drink menus, just really cool spot for some Mexican food right there. I do believe there's a mall up there in Moreno Valley too, so about 25 minutes north. So that's probably a little bit closer than going down into Temecula. All right, that's just something to think about up there as far as that goes with shopping. Other things to do, you obviously see Lake Perris right there. Let me just type in. They always give me bad info on driving here. Wrap me all the way around. All right, allegedly 25 minutes to get in there. All right, you could also sneak in right here, I'm pretty sure. So take it for what it's worth. But they're saying 25 minutes. I feel like it's a lot less, but you are relatively close to the lake there. As far as medical care and things to do, let's see, Loma Linda down in Murrieta. About a 25-minute drive down to this hospital here in Murrieta. They do have a children's medical center, children's hospital. It's not really a hospital, but like orthopedic center there for the kids with Loma Linda as well. There is a Kaiser facility in Moreno Valley that's pretty close. So Murrieta and Moreno Valley. All right, so you have the offices up there and the hospital. This is where one of my kids was born. All right, it's about 20 minutes north. You also have this Riverside Health Systems Medical Center there for a hospital. So not the closest spot as far as hospitals go. There are like lots of medical offices, generally speaking, but as far as hospitals go, not a whole lot going on. Like I said, about 20-ish minutes is kind of the closest spot for a hospital. As far as schools go, they are going to be building one right around the area here. All right, so as far as schools go, we got Skyview Elementary. That's on Zone 2 for now. Like I said, they are planning on building schools in the area, but we're about a 4-minute drive from the elementary school there. So Skyview Elementary. Pinacate, how do I say that? Pinacate Middle School. All right, we're looking at about a 13-minute drive there, so a little bit further to get down to the middle school that we're Zone 2 for now. You kind of got to cross the freeway, so that's a bit of a drive. And we got Perris High School, which is right down the road. All right, which is about a 5-minute drive. So elementary and high school are really close. Middle school is a little bit further away, 10, 15 minutes away. The other two are really close. The Perris High School is right by the shopping center I mentioned a second ago. So school, shopping, medical care, a little bit of things to do. Next up, we just quickly touch on the commute times to airports and stuff like that. So we'll just do Ontario Airport. Ontario Airport, we've got about an hour, a little bit less than an hour. You do see this under some traffic right now. It's 2:20 here on a Tuesday, so a little bit of traffic in this area. But the Ontario Airport is usually the best one as far as getting in and out of. Do Palm Springs. Palm Springs Airport is a little bit over an hour away. Once again, I do use these as points of reference, so you may never use the Palm Springs Airport, but at least the desert and the golf and resorts are a little bit over an hour away there. I will do San Diego Airport next. About an hour and a half down to San Diego to get into the airport down there, and the gas lamp and all that good fun stuff. We got John Wayne in Irvine, about an hour 20, hour 25 to get into Irvine. And then LAX, if you need to get up into there, it's a little bit over 2 hours. You'll see kind of this crash right there too, so a little bit of traffic on the freeway there. So a little bit over 2 hours into LAX. And I do like to wrap it up with some fun things, so let's go with Disneyland. About hour and a half-ish from Disneyland. La Jolla, we'll do some beaches next. We got La Jolla Shores Beach, which is an hour and 25 there. We'll do the Oceanside Pier. We're about an hour 15 from the Oceanside Pier. And then I will do Dana Point Harbor to get an Orange County Beach, and that's about an hour and a half away. So that kind of covers a little bit of everything. So let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Alrighty guys, so that was Botanica at Park West by Pulte Homes in the fast-growing city of Perris. All right, guys, we have so much development going on in this area, as I mentioned in the opening, that it is just ridiculous. Hopefully you can see from the drone shots, we're super close to shopping. They're building schools and parks right in this community. In the city of Perris, guys, there's probably 15 new communities that are being built. So this area is absolutely blowing up. Price points are super friendly compared to Menifee and Murrieta and Winchester. So you can get into something here in the mid 500s, 562. All right, so we had a nice single-story floor plan. So anyways, today we toured their 3 single-story floor plans in this particular community. As I mentioned earlier, there are 9 model homes here. So they got 3 separate communities with Pulte right here in Park West. KB Homes is building one as well. That's coming down the road. Like I mentioned, you got that community park. They're gonna build a community school here soon. No HOA, just lots of really positive things coming to this area. Property taxes, 1.97%, which is basically in line with all the other new builds in the area. But as I mentioned, we are super convenient as far as location goes. They're building a Target down the road. There's already a Walmart Supercenter, tons of restaurants, fast food options, great freeway access. So if you're someone who needs to commute, this is gonna be a good spot. So guys, just look at how peaceful and how big these houses are. Just a really, really good spot. We're kind of close to the lake as well. You know, just 10, 15 minutes from the lake entrance there to Lake Perris. So lots of really cool outdoor living types of things to do. So whatever your heart desires, there's something in this community for you. Today was just a single story. So we've toured these 3 single story models. Now keep in mind, there is an Easton, which is a huge fan favorite, which I'll film in a later video that you can turn into a single story next gen. So if you want the information there, make sure you go ahead and reach out. I do have video on that already. But these houses are ready to rock and roll. These could be end of year move-ins. That's kind of what they slate on the paper, but kind of word on the street, what I was told is that's kind of like the super cautious numbers. All right, these could be September, October move-ins versus holiday move-ins. So if you're someone who needs to move a little bit quickly, there are options here to get it done before the end of the year. We also hopped on the map and I showed you guys what it was like to live here, whatever school, shopping, medical care. Showed you a little bit of what was coming to the area to see if this could be your somewhere in SoCal. So if this was your somewhere in SoCal and you want to kind of come check it out, make sure you reach out. Whether you come out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whenever. I would love to be your local guide to the area. And like I said, help you find your somewhere in SoCal, whether it's here or somewhere else. All right, like I mentioned, there's 15-ish communities in Perris, lots going on in Menifee, Murrieta, Winchester, tons of development coming to the area, and I'm on top of it all, got the relationships for you. So other thing, this is a show I post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. So if you like to source stuff from between new houses, new communities, showing you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal. If you like the stuff, do the stuff, like, subscribe, tap that notification bell. That way you stay up to date on everything going on in this local area. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of your hair. We'll be back in this community, over the next couple weeks, probably with my kiddos since it's summertime, to show you the other 2 communities that are being built out. But anyways, YouTube's gonna put a video over this shoulder. If you like this video, you're probably gonna like that one, and I'll see you in there.